Hi there, I'm Jamie Dunbar, and welcome back to the Dunbar Dog Diaries, The Puppy Next Door. This is Week 2, Video 2. If you enjoy what you see here, please check out dunbaracademy.com to learn more. If you're interested in real-time, live online puppy classes, check out seriouspup.com. We'll provide links to both of these websites in the description below. In our last training session, I did some following, some very short come-sits, intermixed with some tug toy play. In this video, I'm going to try a handling session immediately after getting Daisy out of her crate, and I might try taking her to her potty, which I've actually moved to a new, more out-of-the-way location. Let's go see how it goes. All right, I'm here with Daisy. Daisy is settled down inside her crate where she's been for the past hour just relaxing. I'm going to get her out and do a handling session with her while she's all sleepy and relaxed. So, come here, Daisy. Yes, okay. So, I'm going to pick her up with my arms under her front paws, and I'm going to sit down here comfortably on the couch. And I've got I'm going to hook my thumb through her collar. That's what Dad said. And I'm going to offer her some treats. There we go. Oh, yes. Are we a little sleepy? I don't want her jumping off me. I've got my thumb hooked in her collar. And I'm holding her like this. Okay. And got her little paw. It's a treat. I'm very comfortable here on the couch. And I've got both of my hands for handling. See, I've got my treats accessible over here. So I don't need to have the treats in my hand all the time. I can tuck this little ear, look at this little ear. Like that. Okay. Yeah, good girl, Daisy. Nice and relaxed. This little paw. This little paw. Good girl. Yeah. Whoop. Eek, what's that? A sneeze? There we go. Little back paw. Daisy's got two back paws, of course. Yes. Ooh, you're starting to wake up a little bit. Here you go, girl. Oh, nice big stretch. Here you go. Okay, little tummy rub. Yes. Ooh, good girl. Yeah, good girl. Just kind of let her. Ooh. So I've got my hands under her front arms. Good girl, sweetie. Backs to me. Now, I know that yawns can be a sign of stress, but I think they can also be a sign of a tired puppy waking up. So, let's keep giving her some treats, taking it easy. You know, Daisy's not my puppy. She lives next door. So I really want to take things slow, get her super comfortable with me, make her realize that I'm a nice guy. So lots of treats, one at a time. You know, the goal would be to get to the point where she's just like a little rag doll. I can feel she's still kind of like, it's not exactly melting just yet. But maybe we do this enough, we'll get to that point. Ooh, that was a little hard, Daisy. Kind of bit my finger a little bit. Yeah. What do you think? Would you? Oh yeah. No, she doesn't want to lie on her back just yet. That's okay. We'll get to there eventually. Some little belly rubs, little pats on the head, and another treat. And an ear. You want to look at that little ear and this other little ear. And another treat. Trying to keep my thumb hooked inside the collar so she can't jump down out of my lap. Yes, you like the clink clink of the treats, don't you? All right, Now, I might see what happens if I put her down. Will she come back to me? Does she want to hang out with me, or does she want a little break? You know, if you're worried about whether your pup is enjoying something, you can always give them a little freedom and see what they do. So, I'll put her down. Let's see. Does she want to go away? Get some alone time? She wants to go check out our tripod. Oh, but she hasn't gone pee yet. Oh no, I gotta remember that. Maybe this is a good time for us to take her to the potty because it's been a little while. I just realized I don't want her walking around. So I'm gonna go take her to the potty now. We'll go take a look, see how that goes. All right, Daisy, let's see if you need to go to the potty. All right, so we've got our X pen set up just like before. As you can see, we've moved locations a little bit. Based on the feedback I had from Ian and Kelly, I realized I really want her to be pottying in a place where I want her to get used to the place that she's using. So just chewing a little dirt clod there. We don't need that. So I like this part of the yard a little bit better. It's out of the way. No one's going to be stepping on it. Before, I had the pen set up kind of in the middle of a grassy spot where, you know, kids might be playing. So she's sniffing. Good sniffing. Good sniffing. Go potty. Go potty. Good girl. Good sniffing. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Oh, well done. Well done. Good girl. Here you go. Okay. Yes. Good job using your potty. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, good girl, sweetie. 5 high value pieces of kibble. Yes, actually high value pieces of enhanced kibble. And look at this. Oh, it's your friend the tug. It's your friend the tug. I know, because you did what we wanted, and so we're giving you our favorite thing. Yeah, good girl, sweetie. Yes. Yes, good job. Good job. All right. Okay. Oh, so that was wonderful. We moved the potty location, but it had actually been a few hours since she'd last gone to the potty, so I was pretty confident she was going to need to go here. Put her in. She sniffed. I'm going to try and incorporate telling her to go potty. We want her to go potty on cue. So, you know, put her in, say go potty. You know, if she's sniffing, tell her good sniffing. And then, of course, when she starts going, you can praise gently and then reward handsomely if she goes. And reward with food treats, reward with play. You can reward with picking her up if she likes that. Some more treats. So there we go. Now we can do another training session inside. See you back inside. Oh man, I can't believe I came so close to such a rookie mistake. I got her out of her crate, handled her for a few minutes, and then put her down before taking her to the potty. Fortunately, I caught myself in the nick of time and took her to the potty where she went pee. Whew! When it comes to the handling, I think that went pretty well. Although Daisy didn't really seem like she was relaxing in my arms, so I'm very curious about what our experts will have to say about that. Let's go find out. Hi there. Hi Ian. Hi Kelly. There we go. So we just watched a little video of me doing some handling with Daisy and taking her to the potty. And I'm curious if you have any feedback. Of course, since we just watched it together, I know you do. So let's go straight to Kelly, aka the handling queen, to hear what I could improve. Wait, no. First, was there anything I did nicely?
You both looked really good on the freeze frame.
Yeah.
You're very photogenic. No. To be fair, come on. You have done almost everything very well on this whole series so far. Today was a little bit of a thumbs down.
Unless you're using thumbs
Yeah.
up to represent what I was doing with the collar, as to
That was
me
the only
that.
thumbs up part about it. Yeah.
No, hit me with it,
Yeah.
Kelly.
Okay. So
Give me my
actually,
constructive
Be nice,
criticism.
Kelly.
so no, of course. No, I mean, but this is probably the day that I mean, critical isn't the word. Just where we have the most tips for you, because I think first of all you have to separate a few things before you put them together. Whether you are doing, pardon me, handling and settling, or settling, or whether you're doing handling, like husbandry and handling. And to me, those are two different sides of the same coin. You are going to teach a puppy that general handling and being picked up is good, and that they should feel secure and safe and relaxed and enjoy that. But then also, like, that's very different than going to the doctor and having your ears examined and your paws touched and your nails clipped and thermometer stuck up your bum and all of this sort of stuff. And of course, if they like the first type of settling and handling, it will be easier to do the second type, and they will make some positive associations with that, with handling in general, and you'll get further. But to do them at the same time didn't really work. Yes, as we have all alluded to, the thumb in the collar. It does not have to be a thumb. Hold the collar with the finger when you're picking a puppy up, so that they can't launch themselves off, or if they slip, they don't just tumble down. I mean, obviously, you don't want a puppy dangling by their collar, but it's better than dropping them on the floor if you're a 6 foot tall person. Let me illustrate very quickly. I just so happen to have a puppy right here.
Ooh, our first demo puppy in a feedback session.
Trying to upstage me. Oh God, that's not fair.
Oh, look at that collar.
Yeah,
What is that?
Well, she is wearing a puffy collar because she had a minor surgery recently. Wow. So that's her. But we will just pretend. Actually, we can't pretend, can we? Let me see if I can take this off of her. She's going on a trip. She has a flight later this afternoon. That's what that's about. No, that's her comfort collar.
Well, I'm glad she could take a few seconds out to demo for us, and she's such a busy dog, flitting all over the country.
She doesn't have to flight later, actually.
Yeah.
So, oh goodness. I think a puppy with no
neck pillow. Yeah.
So, you stick your finger. Oh my goodness, where is her collar? She's got a lot of fur. Oh my goodness. In the collar, I do this, where the finger's going down and into it.
Okay.
You can't even see her collar. That's ridiculous. Believe it or not, she has been groomed. It's just she's there we go.
There it is.
So my hand is like that, so that if she launches forward, I'm blocking that with my finger by going down. If you just put your thumb like this, they can still, you can still get out. This is a terrible puppy to demonstrate on, but she's cute to look at. So yeah, the whole point is safety in that sense. And once she's in your lap and sitting down, you don't necessarily have to hold them the whole time. But if it's a wiggly puppy, I usually do always stick a finger just in there for safety. So yes, settling. Pardon me. When you're feeding, you're activating the puppy. That's what we've been teaching her. Move around, follow my hand, be active, do things, and that kind of activates her. And when you're trying to settle her, you really just want her to settle, and settle. And the puppy's just settling in your hand, in your arms, and just you can soothe them by rubbing their belly and scratching their chest, rubbing under their chin, petting her little ears.
What am I doing if she's not at ease when I'm first holding her? I'm just trying to rub her to cool down.
It's a good question. I would incrementally get a puppy used to being on their back. It's a stressful position, and in old ways we used to just kind of force them through it. But you can do this slowly. You first you hold the puppy upright, and you support their bottom so they feel good. Mm-hmm. And then you can start kind of tipping them up, and you don't even do this all in one session necessarily, right? And then you start getting them used to this and doing belly rubs, and doing it like it was a good idea to do it when she'd just woken up, because that's a time when they're still sleepy, and just gently get them used to the idea of tipping. And then if you tip them over on their backs, then you can just do that briefly and then put them back so they feel comfortable again. So you're not continuing the pressure. If they don't like it, keep it short and sweet and do it in successive approximations and by soothing them and by giving them lots of breaks. That's how I would reward calm behavior by tipping the puppy back up where they're comfortable. In this kind
And
of
so
thing.
then the kind of the trading treats for touches exercise, would I do that while I'm holding her or while she's just on the ground?
I mean, I would wait
Or
till your
both?
puppy is already used to be relaxed before you do it while holding them. If the puppy is already kind of floppy, then you can do it. But also, you can just do that when the puppy's upright and almost do like veterinary exam, right?
Hmm.
I'm going to put you on a table or on a low stool or on a stair or even on the ground, and I'm going to hold you with one hand and touch and trade or have you sit, and then ultimately blend them together would be nice. But you can separate them out at first for sure. That's my advice. Ian, are you jealous that I have a puppy? Aw, this is
Oh,
Poppy. What's your puppy's name?
brown dog.
Brown
Brown
dog is
dog.
really like a rag doll. He
Yeah.
seems
He
relaxed.
Super chill.
Well,
Super
Is
chill.
Brown dog a he?
I guess what I saw was a dog standing up in your lap and getting treat after treat after treat after treat. And I never thought I would ever say this to anyone, but that was far too many treats. So I like to look at it two stages. One is handling. There's no treat. I'm using my hands to try and get the puppy calm and relaxed. And then I'm going to desensitize any hotspots that I've come up with. So the way I do the thumb, I actually go down in the collar. Okay, it just doesn't have a collar, but down in the collar, so I can get my hands around his legs like this, and then I pull him in, which is cool, and I let the legs dangle for a long time. If you're sitting down, I find they now push up on their legs. So I want them to get loose. So when he dangles, I then lower him. So see, he's disappearing. He goes down. Then I sit down, which bends his legs up. You get it? So that I find that's one of the quickest ways to get him so he's lying on his back. Some puppies, as soon as they do that, though, they'll push a foot down and push up. So the other way is not much different from a child, from a baby. We get, and when we do this, we get a grip. We must hold the collar, and I like to hold the legs to stop them flailing in your face. And then we use the arm technique. Now, this hand can come up between the hind legs, see it, and on the chest. Now we're starting to relax him. Chest rub, tummy rub. And the other thing we're doing here, we're actually rubbing the inguinal area, which is you have a reflex there. Well, you have several reflexes, so look out. If you've got a full bladder, it will empty immediately, probably at 8 weeks. So the mother licks this area, and as soon as she does that, pups pee and poop reflexively. They can't do it on their own, but they also relax. So when you're rubbing the inguinal area, and I know people don't like it, so it's why I do it like this. I say, rub the chest. Well, what's happening, you're also rubbing the inguinal area so the puppy relaxes. Then we can get round under the ears. So you can do it like a child in the arm, but we want to end up with the ragdoll puppy so that we then go all over its body testing. So I always I've definitely got this here, the collar and one leg, because I'm going to let go a bit, and we're going to go for now all the triggers. Okay, so I've got the collar, so I feel all around the collar area. Then we go for 2 ears and fold them back, and I'm just massaging. So I'm doing this to see if I can, because if I can't, I'm going to make sure I can by the end of this session with the food treats. So ears, and don't forget a puppy has 2 ears. Most people will usually only handle 1 ear, and then they think they've done. Then we do the paws, which you did really well the first time you filmed handling, because you did back paws as well. And Kelly always has paid a lot of attention to back paws, which most people totally forget. And then the ghoulie area. You can't have the gooey area, the nether regions. The first time it's touched by a human is by a veterinarian who's squeezing your anal sacs or plonking in a thermometer. I mean, of course you'll get a reaction. And so just make sure the dog's cool with them. So let's say now we found this dog doesn't like having his paw held. Right, he's calm, he's relaxed, as long as that takes, okay? You haven't seen Kelly give a single treat, but the dog's calm. Then I would say, right, we're now going to go paw, good dog, treat. Paw, good dog, fingers in between, treat. That's when I would bring in the lots of treats. And if you're desensitizing, you can't give too many treats. But I haven't picked up any signs at all that Daisy cares what you do with her, except that because of the way you're handling, you're bringing her in and then sitting down, her hind legs are going, she's standing rigid like a sentry on duty. It's not what we want. So I think hand up, let her sink down, then you close your legs underneath, and she's now lying really calmly in your lap. Okay? So as Kelly says, separate the two things. One is ragdoll handling, done. You need both hands for that. It's a wriggly puppy. And you've got to have one hand all the time is either scratching ears, scratching the chest. And these are the places that mesmerize dogs. If you can stroke here, they will fall asleep on you. Chest scratches, oh my God. Dog's eyes close within seconds.
And that's cool, right? If I can get Daisy to fall asleep on me.
Oh yeah,
that's fun. Right?
And if she's in your lap, if you've woken her up, she's not going to pee on your lap. I mean, the dogs don't do that unless their bladder is about to burst and you unintentionally.
They're super young.
Touch.
Yeah, and they're super young.
But now, what's she? 9 weeks now, nearly
10, I think. Now.
She's what?
10 weeks now.
Oh, 10 weeks old. Okay, yeah. So no, it's cool. She's on your lap and you can do some really nice handling. And I'd like to see this in the training sessions too, to add a bit of fabric to it. Great choreography, with the finger flutter follow and all this stuff. And then I would just scoop her up and settle her down. All right. Then go back to the choreography for the training, and then a real game of tug, which is tug, 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 thank you, sit. Tug, 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 thank you, sit. Because the only thing that will get you that release is thank you, sit, good dog, and it gets the tug back again.
Let's see your face, Dad.
We're looking at Brown Dog.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Brown Dog's got control of the computer. Oh my God, what's he going to do? Oh, come back, Brown Dog. He's very good. All right.
So that's a really thorough.
Another quick demo is Brown Dog, down. He has the best down stays. They're incredible. He's like a rock.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That'll. So that's a lot. That was a really thorough handling session. I think we should break that down and use it elsewhere too. I mean, it was great. Yeah. But that's not all that happened in this video.
Oh yeah, right. So the trip to the potty, which I almost totally blew.
I was watching that and I thought, oh, Jamie, you picked that puppy up out of a crate, had her in her lap for 5 minutes, fed her a bunch, and then you just set her free in the house. Big rookie mistake. But you caught yourself. You did catch yourself. And as I mentioned to you in our previewing, the puppy at that age, you already demonstrated that she will follow you. She will watch you. She stays with you. She's very attentive. She's a little tiny baby who thinks you're the sun, the moon, and the stars. If a puppy at that age with that temperament walks away, it is because they have, without you, it's because they have to go to the bathroom. And they're trying to be discreet and move away from the play area and, have a private little pee, not in the middle of the living room. And it has nothing to do with them knowing that it's wrong or trying to hide it from you. They're just doing what they would do, which is go to a perimeter out of the way where they're not in their living space and go. So one of the quickest or the best tips to knowing that your young puppy, and by young puppy, I mean, under 12 weeks probably, needs to go to the bathroom is they leave you or they leave the room. I mean, of course there are exceptions where there's some independent puppies or they hear something. But mostly a puppy only leaves when they are looking for a place to eliminate. So I think, I don't know, what cued you in there to the idea that, or did you just remember? Did she look like she
She
was
was
sniffing?
she was sniffing. Yeah, she was sniffing,
Okay.
and then I was like, "Oh, right. This is what she does before she pees. Why would
Oh,
she need to pee? Oh, right."
yeah, well done, Daisy. Then she told you.
Yeah.
And if she was
Yeah.
circling and sniffing, and her hind legs are catching up with her front legs, she's probably going to poop. Yeah. What
Cool.
wondered I
So
had one
okay, so
little.
that
Oh, sorry.
well, that was a good catch. That's all I had to say about that.
Oh, um, I like the movement from the toilet to an out of the way place in the yard. I mean, where it was, there's going to be my grandchildren are going to be playing in that area. Let's get real. The point of a small toilet is it's in an out of the way area, and behind the mojito hut is an ideal area for it. That I can visualize that little space for you, and it can be cleaned, and then you'll get your eventually your little doggy, poop disposing unit, whatever you do, whether it's a permanent one. That's actually where Omaha's poop disposal pit was. The
Mhm.
55-gallon drum cut in half, buried underground with a pipe coming up, and all the poop went down. I just filled it up with water, and it just disappeared.
So,
And
is it still there if I go digging? I mean, you
you
didn't
may
remove
you
it.
may find it. You'll find a rusted 55-gallon drum, and it grew the best tomatoes too. And it had a little fence
Oh my
around
goodness.
it, so that's exactly where it was. But the comment I did have was, I house train female puppies a little differently than male puppies. I found male puppies so easy to house train, and so easy to try. I just find them easier. The one problem with male puppy is when they start the urine marking, so you want to make sure that they know they can urine mark in one place and one place only. The dogs we got here aren't allowed to lift their legs. It's a disqualification thing, in
Emasculating.
I think it's pretty stupid. I would personally train them to a place, make sure they're empty, and then no marking inside, of course. Anyway, with female puppies, I often take them to the toilet area and will get a lot of false negatives. Doesn't bother me. I'm more inclined to male puppy. I'll do it as soon as I wake them. They go immediately, and then I'm into the routine. The female puppy, I'd do it maybe 3 times if I had them out for, once the play session is going to expand to 15, 30 minutes, I would have several tries. And they go in, they don't go. It's cool. I just say, let's go again. When they go in and do it on cue, that's where they get the reward. And so I
So,
don't mind the false negatives there, because um, I just find them harder to spot. When they go, the squat comes much quicker than a male dog stand. I mean, male dogs have this 1.5-second look, like they're thinking about something. They stop moving, and you think, oh, he's pondering something. No, he's gonna pee in a second and a half. So I just find them easier to catch. But also another, this is
wait,
a great,
so
tremendous.
hold on. So, were you saying that so she's been in the crate for an hour. I take her to the potty. She doesn't pee. Are you saying then I might train with her for a little bit and then take her to the potty again?
Yep,
And I
yep,
might train with her inside and just watch her carefully,
yep.
looking
And
for
I
her.
would do it again right before I crate her. Female pups do have better capacity in terms of frequency of urination in the day. One of my students actually measured that, for hours and hours, how often do puppies pee? He was the puppy pee expert in the whole world.
I think me and him should get in touch.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. Um, eh, so, I always, and I found that often when I'm with other trainers, and I studied this, for goodness sake. That's what I studied: intention behaviors of urination and defecation. But Kelly and Gina both pick up urination and defecation minutes before I do. I'm ready to take the puppy inside, and Gina will say, "Oh, he needs to poop again." Well, why didn't he tell me? and so it's a skill, and I think I'm pretty good at it. But no, when you meet someone who's even better, it's a wise up. So I get a lot of false negatives with females, but it doesn't bother me. I don't want a single mistake indoors with females, or males, because one mistake means 10 more will come.
Well, I'm happy to report that thus far, Daisy and I are errorless.
That's it. That's the way to be. Keep it going. And as soon as you're doing the heavy rewards, I mean, yeah, what better reason for her to hold it? Like, I can always imagine dogs talking to the dog next door through the fence. And so Daisy's saying, wow, my human, actually my step human, Jamie, he's amazing. When I pee, he gives me 6 treats. I never get that when I pee on my own. And so now they want to hold it till you're there.
Jamie.
Pardon?
Uncle Jamie.
He's Uncle Jamie.
Uncle Jamie. Okay.
Well, I've got a lot of good stuff from today. Are you all ready to say goodbye, or does anyone have any last thoughts?
Ready to say goodbye.
That was a good one. All right. Well, as usual, thank you very much.
Guys,
thank you,
hang on. Brown dog. Hop, hop. Good dog.
Oh, Poppy, I liked the little ear game you were playing with her. Bye, Brown Dog. Bye, Poppy.
Oh, we can do ear impersonations. Watch. Pit. Or and we do hound dog.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Poppy's ready to go get a drink.
We've been working on it.
All right. Bye, guys. See you later.
Yeah.
Okay, so clearly I've got room for improvement when it comes to handling. My attempt to secure Daisy by her leash was laughably inadequate, but more importantly, I combined 2 separate exercises that should really remain separate at this stage in Daisy's training. I combined the trading treats for touches game with simply holding Daisy and getting her to settle down and relax in my arms, which doesn't involve treats at all. That makes a lot of sense now. At the time, I was definitely aware of the fact that she was not settling down, but as Kelly pointed out, feeding treats was activating her. So the next time, I will try getting her to settle without any treats. Hopefully, I'll do better next time. All right, well, thank you as always for watching. I'll see you in the next video, week 2, video 3. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to learn more about dog training and behavior, make sure you visit dunbaracademy.com to check out our selection of courses, many of which are completely free. If you'd rather watch more of our videos here on YouTube, just click the links to the right. And if you want to follow us on social media, everything you need is directly below. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications.